The samurai, a class of warriors that arose in medieval Japan, have left an indelible mark on the history and culture of Japan. In this chapter, we delve into the origins, evolution, and societal role of the samurai, tracing their journey from local tribal warriors to the elite military nobility that shaped an era. The genesis of the samurai class can be traced back to the late Heian period, around the 8th century. Initially, they were mere retainers, serving the noble families and the imperial court. Their primary role was to protect their employers' interests, particularly in regions where the central authority was weak. As local conflicts and internal disputes increased, these warriors became indispensable, gradually solidifying their status as a distinct and influential class. By the 12th century, during the Kamakura period, the samurai had established themselves as the dominant force in Japanese warfare and politics. The establishment of the Kamakura shogunate, the first of several military governments, marked the rise of the samurai as the ruling class. This period highlighted the samurai's dual role as both military commanders and administrative officials, a position they maintained through various historical epochs. Samurai life was governed by a code known as Bushido, which emphasized virtues such as loyalty, honor, and discipline. While Bushido was not formally codified until the Edo period in the 17th century, the principles were deeply ingrained in the samurai culture and dictated their conduct, both in peacetime and in war. The adherence to this code defined the samurai's identity and set them apart from other social classes. During the peaceful Edo period, the role of the samurai shifted from battlefield warriors to bureaucratic and administrative roles. With no wars to fight, the samurai's focus turned towards education, governance, and the arts. This era saw the flowering of a sophisticated samurai culture that influenced tea ceremony, literature, and philosophy. Despite their demilitarization in the late 19th century during the Meiji Restoration, which sought to modernize and centralize Japan, the legacy of the samurai continued to influence Japanese society. The abolition of their privileged status led many former samurai to apply their skills and discipline to other fields, contributing to Japan's rapid transformation into a modern state. This chapter has laid the foundation for understanding who the samurai were and the pivotal roles they played throughout Japanese history. As we move to the next chapter, we will explore the philosophical backbone of the samurai, Bushido, and how these principles guided the lives and decisions of these legendary warriors. Central to understanding the samurai is their adherence to Bushido, the way of the warrior, a code of conduct that provided both ethical and practical guidelines. This chapter explores the origins, elements, and impact of Bushido on the life and culture of the samurai. Bushido, which literally translates to the way of the warrior, is a complex blend of native Shinto, Confucianism, and Zen Buddhism, each adding layers to the samurai's code. The philosophy was not officially written down until the 17th century, but its principles were passed down through generations, shaping the samurai's conduct in both personal and professional life. The key tenets of Bushido include righteousness, courage, benevolence, respect, sincerity, honor, and loyalty. Each of these virtues was not just a moral guideline but a practical imperative that defined the samurai's everyday actions and decisions. Righteousness, or gi, compelled the samurai to live in a morally just way, always striving to make the right decision, even in the face of personal loss or danger. Courage, or yu, was understood not just as bravery in battle but also as the courage to act rightly and adhere to one's principles, regardless of the consequences. Benevolence, or jain, involved the exercise of mercy, emphasizing the samurai's power and responsibility to those in a lesser position. Respect and sincerity, or rei, and makoto, required the samurai to treat others with deference and to be honest in their dealings, ensuring that their words and actions were always genuine. Honor, or myo, dictated that a samurai's personal dignity and the reputation of their family and lord were maintained at all costs, making it perhaps the most essential aspect of Bushido. Finally, loyalty, or chugi, meant unwavering allegiance to one's lord and comrades, often leading to tales of legendary fidelity. These values were not abstract concepts but were demonstrated daily through the samurai's actions. For example, during peacetime, these principles guided diplomatic conduct and administrative responsibilities, ensuring that the samurai remained vital to the social and political fabric of Japan. The ethos of Bushido also heavily influenced the arts and literature of Japan, with many classic works reflecting the values and struggles inherent in following the samurai path. The tales of loyal retainers and honorable suicides that populate Japanese drama and literature can be traced back to the moral quandaries and life or death stakes of the Bushido Code. In summary, Bushido shaped not only how a samurai behaved on the battlefield but also how he conducted himself in every aspect of life, leaving a legacy that continues to influence Japan and beyond. As we proceed to the next chapter, we will look at how the image and principles of the samurai captivated audiences worldwide, becoming a symbol of Japan's cultural heritage on the global stage. The enigmatic allure of the samurai extends far beyond the borders of Japan, resonating deeply with audiences around the world. This chapter examines why the samurai have become global icons and explores the mediums through which their legacy has been propagated internationally. The fascination with samurai can be attributed to several factors, primarily their unique blend of martial prowess and strict ethical code. Unlike the often romanticized notion of the lone warrior, the samurai represented a sophisticated synthesis of fighting skill and moral philosophy, embodied in the code of Bushido. This combination has proven particularly appealing to Western cultures, where the narrative of the noble, ethical warrior resonates deeply. Hollywood and international cinema have played significant roles in popularizing the samurai mythos. Films like Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai and its Hollywood adaptation The Magnificent Seven have influenced not only how samurai are perceived but also how they are integrated into different cultural contexts. These films, along with countless others, depict samurai as multi-dimensional characters who grapple with issues of morality, duty, and sacrifice, making their stories universally relatable. Literature and comic books have also significantly shaped the international image of samurai. Historical novels and manga such as Lone Wolf and Cub have reached global audiences, offering insights into the complexities of samurai life and the weight of their decisions. These stories often focus on themes of revenge, loyalty, and the social pressures of the Bushido Code, themes that transcend cultural boundaries and speak to fundamental human experiences. In addition to entertainment, the aesthetic aspects of samurai culture, such as katana, samurai swords, and armor, have fascinated collectors and historians alike. These items are not only appreciated for their craftsmanship but also as artifacts of a rich historical narrative that encapsulates the essence of the samurai spirit. Exhibitions and collections in museums around the world testify to the enduring appeal of these symbols of samurai culture. The digital age has further amplified the samurai's global presence. Video games, animated series, and online communities continue to explore and reinterpret samurai lore, often blending historical facts with fantastical elements to captivate modern audiences. Through these mediums, the samurai have been kept alive in the public imagination as avatars of honor and discipline. In summary, the global fascination with samurai is sustained by their portrayal in various media, which highlights their complex nature as both warriors and adherents to a rigorous moral code. As we move into the final chapter, we will discuss how the teachings of the samurai and the principles of Bushido are relevant in today's world, offering timeless lessons that continue to inspire. As we conclude our exploration into the enigmatic world of the samurai, it becomes evident that the philosophies and principles they embodied hold profound relevance for contemporary society. This final chapter discusses how the values of Bushido, righteousness, courage, benevolence, respect, sincerity, honor, and loyalty, can be applied today, providing timeless wisdom for personal and professional growth. In a world where ethical challenges and moral dilemmas are more complex than ever, the samurai's dedication to the code of Bushido offers a stark contrast to the often ambiguous moral landscape of modern times. The principle of righteousness, or GI, encourages individuals to seek justice and moral integrity in their decisions, an approach that is especially pertinent in today's globalized and interconnected world. Courage, or U, challenges us to stand firm in our convictions and to act ethically, even when such actions involve personal risk or opposition. Benevolence, or JN, highlights the importance of compassion and empathy in leadership and community relations. In a society that often prioritizes individual success, the samurai's commitment to caring for those weaker and less fortunate presents a powerful model for social responsibility and humanitarian efforts. Respect and sincerity, crucial components of interpersonal relationships, are fundamental in building trust and understanding across diverse cultures and communities. As global interactions increase, the samurai's adherence to these virtues can guide us in fostering more respectful and sincere communications. Honor, or myo, and loyalty, or chugi, resonate deeply in professional environments where ethical practices and loyalty to one's team and organization are valued. In corporate settings, these principles can lead to more ethical business practices and a more cohesive work culture. Moreover, the samurai's disciplined lifestyle and commitment to continuous improvement, or kaizen, have direct applications in personal development. The pursuit of mastery in one's career, studies, or personal skills is reflective of the samurai's lifelong dedication to excellence. In conclusion, the philosophy of the samurai, as encapsulated by Bushido, provides a robust framework for navigating the challenges of the modern world. It teaches us that the virtues of honor, integrity, and dedication to ethical principles are not relics of a bygone era, but are ever-relevant guides that can lead to fulfillment and success in various aspects of life. By integrating the wisdom of the samurai into our daily practices, we not only honor a rich cultural heritage, but also enrich our own lives and the communities around us. As we move forward, let us carry the spirit of the samurai with us, applying their lessons to lead lives marked by courage, respect, and integrity.